Hello, I'm CyberAxe with Outlandishly Crafted. And today we've got another guide tour, whatever for you. Today we're talking about what do you do if you don't know what to do, or you got an error, you got a problem, what resources do you have, where do you go? Let's start off right off the bat. If you'd like to help me, I've done a lot of guides out there. If they've helped you, hey, download one of my games from the marketplace or hit me up on Patreon. We could always use some help to support us building our next games. So what do you do when you don't know what to do? First thing, you could drop right here on the website and you could watch a guide. The guide's going to tell you what to do. That's probably the best thing to do. Watch a guide. There's lots of guides. There's guides everywhere. There's guides on YouTube. There's guides on the internet. There's guides in the forums. There's guides in the Discords. There's guides everywhere. Watch a guide. However, most of you won't watch a guide. So, step one, what's the first thing you should do when you're a game developer doing an add-on? You should check your log files. Step one, don't ask people for help until you've helped yourself. And how do you help yourself? You let the game help you by turning on your log files. The log files are turned on in Creator in the settings of Minecraft Bedrock. You can hit content log history right here. You can do delete the old logs. You can find the logs in Windows Explorer. Windows Explorer is this yellow icon down here at the bottom, the Manila folder. You browse to your account under users. CyberAxe is my account name. That would be your username. Then underneath app data, local packages, and then the Minecraft Microsoft UWP folder. Under there you've got log state and logs, and in logs you will see the log files. A log file looks like this. It's going to tell you the time, the place, and who is the offending character. So you can see here I have a render controller that has a problem in it. I should go fix that render controller before I ask for help from someone else. Or I should post this error with my help request so that the people helping know how to help. So that's a good start. Check your logs. So you've checked your logs and now you still don't know what to do about the error in your logs. What do? Well, first thing you should do is go to wiki.bedrock.dev. At the wiki.bedrock.dev, you've got the beginner's guide. Make sure that your error is not part of the beginner's guide issues. You should go through the beginner's guide and make sure you're familiar with it. There's even a troubleshooting step. And then from there, if you're doing something specific or something dedicated to one part of the development, you could jump into that one part of the development and read about that thing. I want to do custom blocks. Oh, are you in XP experimental mode? That's the only time it's going to work. Here's the guide for that. Oh, I'd like to do entities. Well, here's the entity guide. Oh, I'd like to do this. I just saw it on a video. Make sure it's not part of the XP system. XP system is the experimental system that only those features can be used in the experimental setting. So when you jump in to your game, you have the option to set it to XP mode. If it's not set to XP mode and you're trying to use XP mode features, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. If you're trying to do custom biomes and you don't have custom biomes checked, it's not going to work. If you're trying to do game test framework, it's not going to work unless you check the button. So, check the button. Check the button. Check the button if you're doing XP features. If you're not doing XP features, don't check the button. It'll ruin your game. Next, a little hint while we're here. Don't close Minecraft when Minecraft is starting up. If you are starting up Minecraft like this and you forgot, oh, I need to go change something, do not close Minecraft while it's loading. It can corrupt your Minecraft world. It can corrupt your Minecraft add-ons. It can corrupt Windows, causing you to have to reload Windows. So, don't do it. Let it completely load before you close it. So, let's jump to the next step. I still don't know what to do. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Well, I would suggest you go to Discord. And in Discord, you are going to find a few different places to ask for help. If you're doing modeling, you're doing Blockbench, you're doing animations, you're doing sounds, you're doing snowstorm particles, then the place to ask is in Blockbench. Blockbench Discord has, 30,000 people in it. It includes Java and Bedrock, so make sure you're asking in the Bedrock help channel, and in that channel you're going to add right here and start a form. The form is just the title and just describe what your issues are, preferably a screen cap, some JSON code. When you're doing JSON code, you want to do the 3 tillies at the beginning and the 3 tillies at the end, so that way you can say query or whatever your JSON is, and it isn't going to cause problems. Let's show that off really quick. So let's go grab some JSON. So I'm going to grab this B right here. I'm going to copy out of Bridge the JSON data, and I'm going to paste it in to the file. And you can see how when I do that and I use the tillies properly, it puts it into, and actually I lied. I'm going to change this really quick. Oh, and it's big. So if it's too big, it's gonna make it into a it's gonna put it in as a text file, which is fine. Anything to allow us to read it. So here we go. Here we've got our 3 tillies at the beginning, 3 tillies at the end, and once we do that, and we do it, oh, it's gonna give me an error. It didn't do that properly. So let me get a lot less. I grabbed too much. Grab too much info. Let's just grab attacked. And we'll post that in there. Boop. Okay. 3 tillies. Tillies at the top left. 3 tillies at the end. And now you can see that it formats it in the JSON formatting so it's easy for us to read. Versus if you go in and you just post it, it's going to do it like this, which is a lot harder to read, and it's not going to format it properly. So please put in the 3 tillies when you're posting JSON. So you can see in here we've got the Bedrock channel. This is where you're going to ask for help. It starts a thread, and then we will jump in here and we'll answer your questions as best we can. Before you do that, I highly suggest that you jump over to knowledge sharing. In knowledge sharing, if you scroll all the way up to the top, you'll see a whole bunch of examples, guides, demos, how to do things for all of the different things you want to do. So do you want to learn how to put 3D book in the player's hand that they could read, like how to do the questing, how to do secrets, whatever, flip the pages? There you go. You want to do block animations. I want to add animations to the block so I can have better plants. I can have better animations. You want to do block variants. You want to have 100 different kinds of grass. You want to have lots of dirt. You want to have lots of sand. You can have all of the different variants you want. That's how to do it. You have questions about the marketplace, how to become a partner, advice, how to deal with paying artists. Well, there's a guide for you. You're looking for the top tips for designers and makers of models. Well, here's a written PDF guide to help you out. How to add player flight control, how to change entity colors and dyes without ruining the texture or having to remake the texture. And on and on and on. UV animation textures. Did you even know that you can animate UV textures? You can make the textures animate, like blinking or lots of other things. How to not get stuck on Blockbench. If you're new, this is the #1 guide you should watch. How to fix the pain problems. How to do a fish aquarium, how to stack alphas, glows, trans, blend materials together, how to create 3D items, weapons, how to do attacks, how to add particles to them, how to do special attacks, how to do combo attacks, how to do a left crouch jump attack, how to do a flip attack, how to animate the player character. Let's see, how to add easy destructibility, how to make it to where you could chop off a zombie's arm, how to make it to where you could hit a chair and it breaks into pieces. How to apply materials per bone instead of doing it at an entity level, which is what most people do. How to add and brighten up your NPCs and make them more livable, more real. Add those 3D eyelids, add the blinking and smiling, and get them to stop staring at the character. how to do responsive animation. So these all are guides here that you can pick up here. You can also pick them up on the website you saw at the outlandishlycrafted.com. I've also got them listed here in my YouTube channel, so you can always pick them up here as well if you're having a hard time finding them. But overall, jumping over to Discord and asking your question on Discord is the best place to do it. So jump into the Bedrock Edition, open up a thread with your question. The more details, the better. For example, I'm trying to do X and this happens instead. Or I'm trying to do Y and I get this error. Give us as much detail as possible, because just showing an image doesn't really help. Now, if that doesn't solve your problem, or you're trying to do something more advanced that's not related to Blockbench or design or the modeling or that side of it, then I would jump over here to the Bedrock Add-ons channel. This is a great place to ask all your questions, especially more advanced questions, questions that are more specific to something. Maybe you've got your models and now you're trying to do something specific with your model. This is the place to come. You can also jump over to the Bridge channel. The Bridge channel has this add-ons tutorial, which is just a list of just endless tutorials. Most of my tutorials are in here as well, but this is all the tutorials from the community. There's just tons and tons and tons of them. So you can come over here. There's no shortage of tutorials if you're willing to watch them and self-learn. Remember, this is game development. It is a self-learning process. Nobody is here to hold your hand. Nobody is here to be your mama or your teacher. We're here to give you hints or direction or ideas, or try to at least help you when your head's bloody and you've been beating it against the wall for a few days trying to figure out how to get past something or how to do something. But you should really try things over and over. Failure is your friend. Failure is how you learn. I spend all day failing at things, and that's how I discover how to do things, how to not do things, and that's how I've made all these guides, is by failing. And when I fail so much that I can't figure it out or get stuck, then I come and I ask the community. So you can always jump in here to the Bridge. Bridge is a IDE editor that helps you do all of the back end, so you don't have to do any JSON. I don't like doing JSON, so I typically use Bridge. I'm using Bridge version 1. Bridge version 2 is out. That's the version you should probably be using. There is a mobile version of it, but it's just an IDE like this that lets you go in and do all of these easy things and deal with all of it without having to learn all the JSON, learn all the components, learn all of the syntax. You can literally just come in here and see every option you have for this version. So you can come in and see, oh, I want to attack, I want to do angry. I've learned so much just by having access to Bridge. I can do about 60% more, 40% faster, because I have this list of everything available, and it helps me with all of the fields within it. So it's telling me everything that physics can have as a component flag. So if I want to come in here and I want to put beg in, I don't know what the base ones are. Now I could come over here and I could look up the documentation, and I could see in the documentation that beg has these flags, but a lot of times these aren't even fully up to date. So instead of that, I can, in Bridge right here, just drop down and see what the options are: priority, look distance, look time, items. Then I can try them in the game, fail, come back, try them again, and keep that loop up until I learn how they work. So that's Bridge. That's how you get support if you're having issues with any of the Minecraft Bedrock type things. This is your main place to get everything. The next option is, if there's really a bug or a problem, you have the option to go over to Jara, and you can, from Jara, post that complaint, or not complaint, that's a bad word. Post, I'm trying to find the website right now, sorry. You can post your bug report there. You can see if other people are having bug problems or other issues, and this will make life, in some cases, a lot better, because there's times when you're going to be beating your head against the wall, your head's bloody, you've put all this time and effort in, and then you're going to go search for issues or search on Google and find that that was a known issue, that's just not something you can do, or it's broken. There's a lot of stuff broken with projectiles, for example. And so this is one of those things that when you get to that point and you've just ready to give up, or you can't figure it out, or even maybe before that, if you're doing something odd, it's a good idea to come search the Jara or Jira or whatever they call this. Uh, this has all the tickets of everything they're working on. It has all of the issues. It has all of the stuff that they're doing. And so that gives you a good idea of, are you fighting a losing battle? Are you fighting something that you can't win? There are those times. There are times that things are just going to be broken and you can't get past it. So that's where you start at. If you still can't get help and you still can't figure it out, well, you're kind of SOL and you just have to figure it out yourself, or I don't know, there's not a lot of other options. So if you get to this point, you're really frustrated, you want to quit, make sure you go back to Discord and you keep asking those questions. Keep hitting up people. Keep in mind that Discord is people all over the world, so we're all in different time zones, so you have to be patient. It may take a few days. Not everybody shows up to the Discord every day. Not everybody's accessible all the time. People are working, and so the person that knows the answer to your question may not be accessible. It may take you asking multiple times. It may take you asking in multiple places. It may take you trial and erroring and failing until you figure it out. That's what game development is. So I hope this helps. I'm CyberAxe with Outlandishly Crafted. This is my website. Come check it out. Check out the YouTube channel. Follow us. We definitely could use some help on funding on our games going forward. Check out Dragonfire Bedrock Edition 1 and 2. Those are mine. I did not do Dragonfire 3 or 4. And if you have any other questions about any of these guides or stuff, you can hit me up at my phone number, not my phone number, don't call me, but you can hit me up by email, or the best place is on Discord. Hit me up there and I can try to help you out with anything else. Thanks for watching, and once more, I am CyberAxe with Outlandishly Crafted, and this has been a what are my resources when I don't know what to do, guys. Thanks for watching.